range. Again, the academy was very cliquey. I was pretty much by myself because I was the only black person. Towards the end of the academy, and guys would go past and brush me up, and then the white guy, Dylan Kelly, which is a deputy, he was like the leader of the group, swept my foot with the broom, as you supposed to like clean it. When we got done shooting our guns, you're supposed to clean up the range, and intentionally came over there and swept my foot while instructors were standing present in the middle, acting like they didn't see it. And I definitely, words were being said, and they ignored it.
Okay. When you say words are being said, can you just tell us what that means?
We had a back and forth about it. Like, do that again is going to be a problem.
Okay.
Instructors, it was right by the instructors, and they act like they didn't see it. They was right there.
Okay.
Anything race-based, they act like they don't see it.
Now, it's fair to say that you're the only one that's being treated this way during your academy class.
Correct.
Okay. And you're the only black person?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we heard testimony from Mr. Gladney that he was an instructor at the academy. Do you recall that?
Yes.
Okay. Did he instruct at the academy at that time?
Some classes.
Okay. During his classes, were the same kind of jokes being made?
No.
Okay. But for the white, when there was white instructors, there would be jokes being made. Is that
correct?
Okay. I assume it's not for all white instructors, but maybe it is. So let me ask you that. Was it for all white instructors?
I believe the ones they knew they allow it.
Okay.
That's my best answer.
At any time, did you complain to anybody? Did you complain to the instructors about how you were being treated at the academy?
Yes.
Okay. Who did you complain to?
You had Brandon Rios was an instructor. Zirzo was an instructor. Mahan, he actually was an instructor. Sergeant Mahan now, he was an instructor. When I was teaching about certain classes, anytime I get an answer correct, I didn't know MPS students were smart. So things like that.
Okay. So I'm just going to pull that out for a second. When you say MPS, what are you talking about?
So typically, where I'm from, in our community, this is a school where Black people mostly attend because they're not fortunate enough to be in private schools like whites are. So, I'm not saying white people don't go to public schools, but, it's majority, like 95% of people go to MPS schools.
Okay. So when we're talking MPS, do you know what that stands for?
Milwaukee Public Schools.
Okay. So, and that's in the county. Are you aware of the county's made up of multiple cities, right?
Yes.
Okay. But the city of Milwaukee, as far as you know, is predominantly has more African Americans than other cities in the county of Milwaukee.
Right. There's 17 cities in Milwaukee County, and Milwaukee contains the most Black people.
Okay. So when somebody is saying to you, I didn't know people from Milwaukee, MPS, I'm sorry, and I don't recall what the rest of that line was.
You said what now?
You said you got an answer right, as far as I understood you, and then there was a comment made, I didn't know people from MPS could, and then I don't recall.
They said, I didn't know MPS students were smart, and when I answered questions, or I had my hand raised and, and I answered a question right, they would say, blurt out things like that.
Okay. And so, because we heard testimony from Sergeant Byers that you were a very productive worker, right?
Correct.
Okay. And, but the example that we're talking about here is you're succeeding, and even when you're succeeding, it sounds like you're still getting comments. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. So, did you understand that comment about I didn't know people who went to MPS were smart? Did you understand it to be race-based?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, besides the instructor, did you ever complain to Mr. Smoot about being harassed at the academy?
No.
Okay. Is there a reason why you didn't go to Mr. Smoot?
He was there for a day, and I didn't feel comfortable reporting to somebody who was also laughing at it.
Okay. So did you then, at any time, did you go to anybody above the level of instructor to make complaints about this issue?
No.
Okay. Then after the academy, where were you posted?
I was sent to courts division.
Courts. Okay.
Wait, matter of fact, when you asked me the last question you asked me, the academy staff knew about the race-based complaints because I raised the issue. And after that, it was just very uncomfortable for me in the academy. It just everything never got documented on their end. So I was like, that's when I carried a day book every day and start documenting. It's not a day that I never wrote in my day book. Any conversation, any activities are given to me, I document in my day book. I never missed a beat.
Okay. And when you're talking about any conversation, any activity, you're talking about race-based activities, or you're talking about every activity or something else?
Pretty much the laws of everything that I do, like any activities I'm assigned to, any division I'm assigned to.
Okay. So you're basically keeping you're documenting all your activities going forward, even in the academy.
The academy, not so much, but I verbally reported to staff. But after certain instances, I started being more thorough with more details because my complaints wasn't going anywhere.
Okay. And I just want to sort of ask because when I think of the word academy, I'm sort of I think of a building with a marble building or something like that. Can you describe what the academy is at the sheriff's department?
I feel like the academy is like a pre-employment for the sheriff department. You just there some type of schooling, sheriff schooling until you pass the academy, and then that's when you become an official deputy. But until then, you're just learning the gist of being a deputy and taking tests, going through scenarios. It's just like a school-based training sort of thing.
Okay. And so is there a principal? I mean, is there somebody that's the head of this academy?
Correct.
What's that person's job title?
A captain.
Captain. Okay. So do you believe that captain was aware of your discrimination complaints?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you believe that?
Because